Greetings and welcome to the Sports Card Ripping Teacher. So I just left the junior high drop-off line where I dropped off Graham at school today, and I definitely did a thing or two wrong, but hey, it was my first time going, and Shelly actually works here, so like we always go through like the side doors and all those things. We never go in the main entrance or know how stuff works. I even came here to vote yesterday, and I went in through the wrong entrance, and I came out like where all the election judges are and kind of startled them there for a second. So I'm just causing all kind of trouble here at school. I did offer to drive Jax to school and his buddies, and at first Jack said yes. He said no, we have some things to talk about. It's like, oh, okay, so that should be interesting for sure. So Shelly's surgery is today. It is at I think 12:15, so we have a little while to go here before we do go to the surgical center. So first, we're going to lead off with a win from Mr. 95 Cents. And the winner I had was this Albert Pujols. Pretty sweet on his Angels card. Man, Optic, they do have some nice cards. I don't think they have any more Optic baseball cards. I don't think they had them last year, but that was my victory. You know, here are the extras. So we had this longtime Cardinal, which, I mean, all the respect in the world to Albert Pujols, but now we got Ernie Banks. Let's play two. Bruce Sutter. Look at that beauty right there. And one of my main guys, Ron Santos. So Mr. 95 Cents, thank you very much. And he also added to the library. And I'm going to have to keep an eye on these two editions to make sure they are returned. The first one here, Scottie Pippen. Outstanding Chicago Bull player. Him and Michael and the Bulls have had their tiffs of late, but we got to get over those things. Scottie was too great, so we got to get everyone back together. But here's what Scottie said. My mother always told me to keep the Lord first, keep a straight head, and stay away from drugs. That's good advice. And the second one, Larry Bird. And I don't know about you, but whenever I think of Larry Bird, I cannot not see that ping pong game that was going on, and Larry Bird sitting in the corner with all these stuffed animals. I think that was during one of the Dream Team, team get-togethers or whatever. But what did Larry say? I play for the competition. I like to go against the top players in the league. It's a challenge, night in and night out. And that's the thing. Back then, players played night in and night out. You had 82 games a year. They were playing 82 or maybe 80 of those games. Players do get injured from time to time. All right, today is March 20th. It's lesson 138. And today it goes out to one of Shelly's favorite players because of their tirades. Big Z, Carlos Zambrano. Now, Carlos was a fine pitcher, a good hitter for the Chicago Cubs also, but he was a little bit crazy. And I kind of remember the time when Carlos threw the umpire out of the game. We always get a good laugh out of that one. And, Lou Piniella was his manager for some of those seasons. And if Lou is saying, what are you doing? My gosh, you're doing something wrong. There was also the time when Carlos beat up the Gatorade machine. Larry Rothschild starting to watch him. The time he was arguing with Derek Lee in the dugout. And I just found this morning the time, there's like a fly flying around here or something. The time when he got into a fight in the Venezuelan League, which probably wasn't all that long ago. And also I found one last picture here that I see one of my vending buddies tie in the background after Big Z got a big hit. All right, let's take a look. Got a big day today here, folks, of cards. Let's take a look. All right, folks, we are back, and we're going to begin with another gift that arrived in the mail the other day, this time from Zach and Porter. They have a great channel. They are Bears, Bulls, and White Sox fans. And, folks, if I'm telling you it's worth it to watch with those teams, it definitely is. Yeah, that's right. Father and son doing the hobby together. That's the way it's meant to be. And they sent this to me. Oh, man. I think that is right there. Donald Driver, rookie wide receiver. Look at that. Number 13. Man, I need to go back and take a look. Probably a training camp type of thing with Donald Driver. But That was probably his number in training camp the first time with Green Bay. That is awesome. Going to put that right next to the Double D autograph I got not all that long ago from a Glove and Beyond TV. That is awesome. And I do know a lot of times some of the Devontae Adams rookie cards I have, he's wearing 0. And I think in one of them it's a 00. So that's pretty neat. Look at the smile. Donald's always happy, just happy to be here, and then he's going to catch a touchdown pass on you. That is for sure. So thank you very much. We got more in here. Look at that. Lee Arthur Smith. Big Lee, dreaming of striking out Cardinals right over there. Awesome. Awesome card right there. I should look up if Lee Smith does TTMs. That would be a good one for us to get. Graham and I actually do have a little list together that we're going to try to get to over spring break. So let's see. All right, here we go. Ernie Banks. Look at that card. Ernie's ready to play too. Oh, man, I do remember this day. Greg Maddux came back to the Cubs to get his 300th victory. And Greg had quite a few good games in those, I think it was last 2 seasons with the Chicago Cubs. Awesome. Sam and Slammy Sosa, Topps Gold, folks. That's an awesome looking card right there. And Sammy was back in town the other day for the Chicago Sports Spectacular. And we just need Sammy to admit what he did, whatever it was, that it was wrong. And I think he could have that homecoming we all want him to see back at Wrigley Field. Awesome. Sammy was big base stealer. I remember, man, I think it was after September 11th happened, the Cubs had quite a few games to make up. And I think we went to it was Arnie Harris's last game ever produced. And Sammy had for his last home run of the year was an inside the park home run. Sammy had the wheels. That's for sure. Oh, man, I'm loving this Sammy Sosa stuff right here. You know, say what you want to. It was that era. But, man, Sammy made some bad Cub teams very enjoyable to watch. I mean, very enjoyable. Kerry Wood. Oh, man, look at this right there. Ooh, look at that. That is a beautiful card right there. The big Texan, Kerry Wood. Beautiful. I definitely need to put my cards on the database, just kind of get all my different cards out there and see where I stand with other Cub fans. You know, some of these cards from my, I wasn't collecting all of the time, so I may have to kind of, go back into the archives to get some of these. But Kerry Wood, definitely a fan favorite. And Mike Holmgren. And there is Ty Detmer. Mike Holmgren was very close to just saying, Brett Favre, you're done. Mark Brunell, you are in. But thankfully, Mike Holmgren came to his senses there. Love that card. I got a Phil Jackson card that I think I'm going to have on the set next year. And Mike Holmgren should go right next to him. Man, there is more, folks. There is more. Sammy Sosa was actually originally a Texas Ranger, I believe, and then on the White Sox. Oh, man. Rated rookie, Mark Grace. This card is probably in better shape than the one card that I do have some of the rated rookies of Mark Grace that I have in my collection. Wow, beautiful. Thanks, guys. That's going right on the stand there with Donald Driver. Mark Grace, that was my guy growing up. Greg Maddux, Aaron Jones. I still want to see Aaron Jones do well. He was a great Packer. Devontae Adams, another great Packer there. And they both had different exits. Aaron Jones, totally by surprise. Well, Devontae Adams was surprised that he left as well, but it was kind of his own thinking. Keegan Thompson, looking for him to have a nice year this year. Javier Baez, beautiful card right there. And one more card there. Reggie White. Both Central Division champions. And Greg Maddux, awesome card right there. Man, what could have been if he would have remained a Cub? Would he still have 300 career wins? I don't know. As a Cub, I would maybe think so, but a lot of those games, the Braves probably blew teams out. Greg probably would have had to only give up 1 or 2 runs to win some of those games if he stayed with the Cubs. So, Zach and Porter, thanks again. I really do enjoy and appreciate all of these cards adding to the PC. I know that I've mentioned it before, but if you're new to my channel, please go and give them a sub. So, 2 packs here today. Let's get into this Optic football pack first. Now, there is that Tom Brady variation. That's probably the card that we're looking to get here, but I'll take any Green Bay Packers along the way as well. All right, what do we got today? Golden Tate III out of the University of Notre Dame. And look how these cards, they're old, 2016, not really much of a bend to them at all. So there's definitely different stuff in the cards. They will stick together a little bit. Tavon Austin. Come on, come on, come on. Kavari Russell. Oh, look at that. We got a Dak Prescott rookie card, kit of cards, RAK Woodridge. They're going to like that card right there. And I saw a video the other day. The big cowboy, I'm not going to put him over Mark Grace. The big cowboy, I guess, news over the past couple of weeks with all the free agency stuff is Dak has trimmed his beard, I guess. Going with a goatee maybe or something like that. But still, good card to get. Definitely good card to get. We got a Jared Goff rookie out of that box as well. So what's the bigger hit, Jared Goff or Dak Prescott? All right. This is the last pack of our jumbo. It's been, it's been a decent box. It has been a decent box. Evan Longoria, Fred Freeman, Jose Canseco, the old Bash brother. Got a Sal Frelick, Ryan Nelson, Logan Webb, Patrick Wisdom, Glaber Torres, and I did see Grizzle's cards pull a golden mirror. Again, I can't remember if I saw anyone pull one or really notice, but they are turned around, so that is good to know. You don't have to go looking at the back for the 101s and for the golden mirrors. Paulie Goldschmidt, Jacob deGrom, Joey Votto, there he is, newest Toronto Blue Jay, Jordan Westberg, and class is dismissed. Good coffee. Class is dismissed.